Erica, thanks very much. 2015 was one of the more violent years in recent memory. There's been a lot of talk about how to combat that, and there was more talk tonight. This time, the focus was on artwork. Local 12's Brad Underwood joins us from the Freedom Center with a unique conversation. Hi, Brad.
Well, hi, Rob. The exhibit here at the center is called Killn Kin. First off, if you haven't seen it here at the Freedom Center, I encourage you to do so. The exhibit, the images, they're aggressive, they're thought-provoking, and they're sad, and that's the point. And again, tonight we had the conversation, the discussion about violence in and around the city of Cincinnati. But for some we talked to, they said they're just tired of talking.
This is fear become a core.
Inside the Harriet Tubman Theater, close to 100 citizens listened to the panel about what they see in the city and how they're working to cut down on violent actions. Represented the police department, Children's Hospital, advocacy groups, churches, and the federal government.
I hope to hear questions that they may have that they didn't know as far as resources are concerned.
That solution suggestion was brought up several times. More resources for kids after school and during the summer. More help for crime victims and witnesses, but also more resources for those struggling with mental health issues.
It's so easy just to keep talking. You know, now after the talk and after prayer, then what? What are we going to do?
For Pastor Darrell Brock, the multifaceted problem of violence in our city depicted in the exhibit needs a multifaceted response. It is a social problem. It is an economic problem, and there are mental health issues under the surface. Now, Brock says it's time to stop being scared and act.
We have to get over our fear and learn how to engage people, and that's what we're doing. Okay, I believe voter registration is a part of it. Okay, mentoring is a part of it. You know, getting back to the stoop, getting back to the hood, mom and pops engaging all the kids out there.
Despite a nearly 30% increase in shootings from last year, Brock's message: patience. Change isn't immediate.
Please don't think that your efforts are wasted. It's not wasted. It gets into that young person's mind, and at some point in time, it'll come back up. He told me this. Well, maybe it stays in there.
Some other ideas brought up by people in the crowd: vocational skills, training schools for those, as well as some social services for those who are released from jail and prison to help get them reacclimated with the world and put them on a better path. Now, Rob, these aren't new ideas. We've heard these before in some of these meetings around the city of Cincinnati, but the crowd keeps getting bigger. More people are on board. More people care about trying to change what's going on in the city, and we're seeing that as we cover more and more of these meetings.
That's interesting, because I was going to ask you, were they pleased or disappointed with 100 people in the audience, Brad?
Well, you know, you talk to some, of course, you would have wanted a packed auditorium. Publicizing the event, many people didn't know about this. So sometimes Facebook, you see more things at community centers, the police department. But they're going to keep having these talks, and we're going to keep seeing more people and hoping to see some change in Cincinnati.
Yeah, Brad, thanks very much. The Killn Kin exhibit runs through next week at the Freedom Center.